How you doing tonight, guys? I have always loved the classic look of a slip joint with bone in it and the jigged handle in the bolsters. You guys can probably see a lot of this stuff, more like the special projects and stuff. When I get to run wild, usually have a bolster of some sort. Not that it's the same as this, but it's almost like the same styling cues. So anyways, long story short, I think this was a really cool project. It was a Chapparal, and hopefully I'm saying that right. And man, the thing was just machined, like 3D machined ugly. It was terrible. It had like peaks and valleys of like half diamond plate, like triangle with line patterns in it. I have no idea what Spyderco was thinking. Uh, but anyways, it was really ugly. So anyways, I had a client who loved the Chapparal. He loved the titanium Chapparal and hated that, like absolutely hated it, and basically said, do whatever you need to do to it, otherwise I'm going to just throw it in the garbage or give it away to somebody because it's just terrible. And it's not a cheap knife. So anyways, here's what I come up with. Yes. Oh man. So hopefully you can see my influences there. For me, this is a gentleman's pocket knife, so no clip, all titanium. Well, the scales are titanium. So I went ahead and gentlemaned it up a bit, if you would. So you can see I did a few new things on this, basically because it was a project knife. Basically, you can't screw it up, was what I was told. So, anyways, hopefully you can see the styling cues there. Jigged titanium with diamond bits. Lots of time, lots of water. Titanium heats up pretty quick. So it's like do one of these little jig things and then you got to keep it cool, otherwise the parts burn in your hand. And I do have some blisters and stuff on my thumbs. Because first of all, because it was 3D machined ugly, yeah, it was terrible. I'll attach a link somewhere in this video of the picture. Anyways, I had to CC it because the 3D machined ugly went all the way up to the front. I mean, it was covered in that diamond pattern. So anyways, what I really wanted to show off to you guys, not only the package, I mean, this is an awesome gentleman's knife now. But I also tried a new technique in refinishing titanium, and that's the orange peel. So hopefully you can see that bolster kind of has a slight texture on it. If we can bring it up real close here and show what it looks like. I like it a lot. It's very subtle. It's almost something that you wouldn't really notice, but it pulls the whole knife together nice, because if it was mirror polished or satin, I even feel it would have just blended in from the blade to here, and I don't know, the different color and the texture here to me just really sets it off. And then of course I put a groove where the bolster would be, and then did the jigging on the titanium there. Then I glass bead blasted everything. Well, first I rough blasted it, and then glass bead blasted it, which give it this satin finish, and then anodized the whole thing blue. I guess before I anodized it, I polished these peaks, leaving out a step. So I don't know if you can see the top of the jigging here is almost a lighter, shinier baby blue than the voids, than the valleys in here. And it just gives it that much more like texture, I guess. Really breaks the knife up nice. And this video really is not going to do it justice. This is something you'd have to hold in your hand. Then I polished up the blade. And polished up that back spacer Not the back spacer, the back lock. Well, I guess that is the back spacer there, but then polished up the back lock bar. So it all kind of makes sense, or I feel it makes sense. I love this one. It's going to be sad to see this one go. This took a lot of time, a lot of energy, but I think it was worth the end results. And I went with a straight bolster just because, reminiscent of the like a case pocket knife. Most of them have this straight bolster down. So this is like a modern take on that. With the front choil, it's a Spyderco one-handed opener. Obviously everything still functions just as it should. Man. And then to top it all off, the titanium version comes with CTS XHP, which I've found carrying around that domino, and I have a Sprint Run Mannix that I've been banging around on for a long time. It's an awesome steel. It is just an awesome performer. You can lay the angle back pretty far. It takes a wicked polish. I was told it was similar to D2, although it has just enough whatever in it to make it technically a stainless. So it's a powdered stainless D2 pretty much. What a knife. I really like this. May have to pick up a Chapparal now in titanium. So if you guys wanted something done like this, just shoot me an email. It's JohnsonKnives@gmail.com. It's not going to be cheap though. I won't say a price, but there's several diamond bits I went through and a lot of time. So anyways, I think it's gorgeous. Sent pictures to my client. I think he's fairly happy with it. And I think the polished on the back really ties the whole thing together. Also polished the hardware, which is kind of hard to see. So anyways, hopefully we slapped the ugly off it. I mean, it was terrible. Also rounded the spine, of course. Just thought I should mention it in case you didn't notice. Chapparal's a nice little gentleman's knife. I mean, it really is. Nice thin blade. Let's see, let's put it up next to something that's a great slicer, like the Stretch 2. Check that out. What an EDC. Let's put it up against something, gosh, even as small as the Dragonfly. Look at that blade stock. So this thing will cut like crazy. I didn't cut with it, but I just know full flat grind, that thin a blade stock. What a performer. And hopefully now a looker. So that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you'll like the revamped Chapparal, all titanium here. Let me know what you think. That orange peel is too cool. So that's orange peeled, and then I put a glass bead blast satin finish over top. That's just a little bit of grease on the pivot action there. There you go. Alright guys, thanks a lot. We're going to catch you guys on the next video. And please let me know what you think. Have a good day, guys. See ya.